So the time has finally come that I am officially pulling away from TikTok with a lot of the stuff that's been going on with like privacy and who's going to be owning the platform. And I'm not a fan of all of the stuff that's happening, and it's too much to manage this many platforms anyways. So I've been on a journey of kind of disconnecting myself as much as I can and within reason of certain corporations that I don't align with, or that I have issues with like their privacy and the way that they utilize their advertising and data in order to like manipulate algorithms and things like that. So I love being on this app. I think that there's so many good things about it. A lot of the functions and features are like way above all of the others. I don't really like how it's been, feeling very Amazon-y and all just being bombarded by the shop features. Like that has been getting too much. I'm officially going to be kind of drawing back, as I have been. I think a lot of you know that I really haven't been posting a lot. I've tried to, and I used to do quite a few lives on here until I got burnt out. And yeah, I just think that I'm gonna have to start removing myself and slowly like shifting away from it. And so if you want to still keep in touch, I'm going to keep my Instagram for now at conscious.altruism. And I've been trying to post more through YouTube, even though it's like a very slow process. Also, I don't market it as much as I probably should. But that's okay. I have a solid 19 subscribers there. So yeah, if you want to follow me, my website, www.symphonicalignment.com/links, if you want to have my own version of like a link tree. I'm kind of going to be moving away towards more connected community, more intimate community, getting to actually connect with people like through virtual programming and stuff. And so I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. So if you want to follow me, if you have Instagram, please do so. If you want to go to my website, reach out to me. And, I think at some point I'll have some type of contact form if you want to get notified by email of anything that I'm up to. I'm really not a newsletter person. Maybe I will be at some point, just to help keep people in the know. But I do have an online community, and I'm like slowly adding people, but I do like to personally in some way know everyone that is getting an invite to it. And so yeah, if we end up connecting in some way. Right now, the two programs that I've been putting on we have an American Sign Language or ASL study group that I'm starting in October. And then right now, for more of my personal connections or people who have been connected to me by other people that I know, I do weekly co-working and body double sessions. And so hopefully, as I'm able to grow, I really do want to start putting on more programming that is really like a pay what you can if you can model, because I just don't like the idea of always having to corporatize everything, always having to charge high fees, because I really want to help my communities that are under-resourced. I really want to help those that don't always have the means. And so you kind of get put in these positions where you don't have quality resources or access to them, or you have to like be on these really long wait lists, and that people who have privilege, who have more opportunities, they get access to everything. So I think this model feels really good to me. It feels really right. And for anyone who has the means and wants to contribute in some way, support, I've been trying to think of some ways to like allow for different sponsorships. And yeah, but all of that is kind of like we'll chat about it, like in a collaborative way. I don't want to really at this point sit down and be like, okay, if you pay $1,000, then you get your name here on my website and blah blah blah, because I don't really like the lack of vetting in that, and I'm not willing to compromise my values or who I work with just to get dollars from them. So yeah, this is a work in progress, and I really hope to be able to support community in a very different way, and one that we're not used to, and kind of showing how community and community building can be different and still be sustainable and provide opportunities. I think sometimes community building, not all of them, there are a lot of, again, it's usually when they're more resourced, they're also able to do this, is provide a lot of value and not have to charge a bunch of money, because it's not necessarily like a huge like the intention is not for a bunch of profits. I think that there are a lot of communities that can sometimes feel a little more like, oh, you're a paying client, rather than, oh, you're a part of the community. And so sometimes like the whole like, do you want the lowest tier because that's what you can afford, or you get the VIP package, just doesn't really like align with me personally. I don't mind if I have the means to purchase in that way, but I think like for me as someone building a community, it can just sometimes feel extractive. Like, you know, every person that participates is another number in the community, and that can be really positive for the person who puts it on. But I really want to be able to show like, hey, if you're in this community, like you're a valued contributor, you're a piece of this, you're a part of the growth and the expansion, and I appreciate you. And so if there's any way that I can find to compensate people for their participation, which I feel is like such a missed opportunity, like that's how I want to do things. I want to do things in a different way. I want to value people for their time and their energy and their presence and their being, and we all share together and grow together and all of that. So I know this was like a long-winded thing, but at the same time I'm like really wanting to get this going. So hey, if you want to collaborate, if you want to, you know, help me get this thing built up, like let's have a conversation, reach out. And yeah, eventually I will lose contact with you otherwise. So I hope if this resonates with you, again, please try to stay in touch, and let's see what we can build together.